Hello, hello, we are back. It is time for Game 4 in this so critical grand final of the Intel Extreme Masters Tournament. That's what it's called. And now I did look up in the meantime, between the last two games, or between the last game and the current game, the winner of this game will play OGS Xenio, or at least will be in the same up and down match group as OGS Xenio, for the up and down matches for the GSL. So, in essence, someone from Code A will play Xenio. The winner of that match will be in Code S next season. The loser will play our champion. And the winner of that will also be in Code S. So this player will have one chance to get into Code S. You only get one shot. Extractor trick to start from Moon. And the last game, so this has been a really interesting series. Moon, it's really been down to Ace's play. The first game, he really went on a sort of misguided blink rush. One base and just died really hard to a bunch of Zerglings. And in the next two games, he has walled in and gone for early Nexus, and it has served him well. Game 2 on Lost Temple, his opponent tried to knight us in, and it did not go well. In Game 3, a really wacky game, we saw him sacrifice his main base, retreat to the natural, and get air, and that just killed his opponent because two Void Rays got out before his opponent had any anti-air besides Queens. What will Game 4 hold? I don't know, but it is going to be an even faster Nexus based, I suppose, on this really long rush distance which we have on Scrap Station, one of my favourite maps. Air is a good bet here, because look how quickly you can fly to your opponent's base. That works both ways. So, Phoenix, Void Rays, Mutalisks can be quite powerful. He is going to wall in probably. Definitely needs a cannon or two, but once again there are rocks. I don't know, is he going to sacrifice the natural and retreat to the main? That would be awfully weird. So he went Nexus, Forge, Gateway. His opponent, on the other hand, got the spawning pool but no gas, so he's just going to get regular old vanilla Zerglings. And then went for a hatchery. So both guys expanding, both guys looking for money, 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 dollar bills. And the cannon does go up. I'm going to try and catch this probe. They will do too. You're dead. Well, there's another probe here. Is he going to get home? Let's find out. I think he will. Yeah. It's drone now. What's he up to? Just gone walkabout. Hatchery's about to pop. And finally the cybernetics core is going up and the wall is complete. Don't let this fool you. I'm pretty sure that is a hard wall. I might actually be wrong. But single Zergling taking on those rocks. I don't expect he'll have an easy time taking those down all alone. Transfer now going on. Two Queens out for Moon. And looks like he's going to macro up pretty hard now, but so is his opponent, because it is all probes all the time for him. Basically getting two probes at every moment. His opponent basically getting nothing but drones. He has out on the field just like 4 Zerglings still, and everything else, every other lava has gone into drones, and he has got 2 Queens pumping now. So he could get a sick economy pretty quickly, but he has only got 1.5 gases. Protoss has had 2 gas for a little bit. Supply-wise, we can see it's very even. About as even as they come. Just getting a nice scouting pylon. This is a really good spot to get a pylon. For 2 reasons. One is it gives you nice vision. For example, he can't see those Zerglings, but once the pylon comes in, I think he will be able to see them. Well, yes. They ran away, but yes. The other thing is it allows him to warp down on this low ground, so he doesn't have to come from all the way back there. It does make quite a big difference Now, Stargate Tech once again, Void Ray being chronoed out, and a lot of this game is going to come down to scouting. Is Moon going to be able to see it? As it is now, he has no goddamn clue, but he has got a third hatchery, and a third gas, and an Evo chamber. So, the Evolution Chamber is going to help him when it comes to anti-air. The Lair is also going to help him when it comes to anti-air. But these Void Rays are going to help his opponent Ace when it comes to anti-Lair, and it is double Stargate all the way. Third hatchery though. His economy is going to explode pretty damn quick, and he is going for +1 air. Ace goes for +1 air weapons, and his opponent goes for +1 ranged attack, and he's getting a Hydralisk Den, and he is also playing it safe. Still has no clue about the Stargates, but he's got an idea, because he is getting Spore Crawlers all over the place. Well, no. Where are the Spore Crawlers? At the third. There it is. His opponent getting 4 warp gates, or 4 gateways rather, and he has now scouted those Stargates and those warp gates, so this is just getting a bit interesting. He has got to build units now. He has got to know that there is rain coming, and he is getting Hydralisk range, which is a pretty important upgrade, especially against those Void Rays. Gets you a few extra shots before they arrive. And Hydralisk can kill Void Rays pretty quick, man. Especially in large enough numbers. Like half a dozen Hydralisks is suddenly very, very, very scary for a Void Ray. Spore Crawler now. No, yes, there is one at the main. I missed it. Spore Crawler's in every mineral line now. Pretty good to have. No sign of a third base for the toss. It's busting down his own rocks. And the Phoenix is here, doing its thing, and the Void Ray is here, not doing anything but imposing. He is a scary beast, and I would not want to meet him. Overlord does go down, and that's left him supply blocked. He has got an Overlord on the way. Spinecrawler time is going to free up supply while giving him good defense. Really nice idea. He's short on Overlords. Bust out some Spinecrawlers. They actually negative supply because you use the drone up. And he is freed up then to make some more Hydralisks, some more Zerglings, and he's in fact getting yet another Spinecrawler because he needs that extra supply spot. He doesn't need so many drones. He has got 66 to 44, and here comes the pain. It is on the way. It is a lot of Phoenix, 7 or 8 Phoenix, 1 Void Ray, bunch of Zealots and Sentries. Let's see how we go. Spore Crawlers and Spine Crawlers doing a lot of damage. But there's a lot of Zealots here. And the Void Ray is just hanging back, doing damage. Drones off the line. This could be it. If he does not hold here, then he is out of the tournament. Second place and no spot in the up and down matches. More Zealots are going to stream in. But these Hydralisks do massive DPS, and it is looking good for our Zerg. He is at the very least going to hold this off. 4 more Zealots warping in, and a Sentry. But I think he has held. He lost all those Spine Crawlers. He lost a lot of drones defending, 10 drones or so. And now the Phoenix is just coming in to do a bit of damage, just a little bit. It's actually looking pretty good for the Zerg. Since he held that, he is now steadily on 3 base with a massive lead. 30, 40 supply. Now down to 30 with a warp in. And a third base, importantly. He's now going to move out, kill the proxy pylon. Good call, Caro. Not using creep tumors very much. Opting instead for Overlord's spitting. Look at all these Phoenixes. They're going to do sick damage. They catch a Queen out of position. And now some Overlords. They get 2 Overlord kills. And now the Hydralisks are here to save the day, but more Overlords are going to go down. This is pretty damaging to the Zerg. He still has supply though, but the Phoenixes should be able to take this out no trouble. He's going to try and scout, and he is going to see a robotics bay. Did he see it? He might have clicked in time. He saw something. But in all these Hydralisks, of course you want a robotics bay. Colossus are so strong. Spire is going to get Corruptors. And this is a really interesting game, because these Colossi are just going to carve up the Hydralisks and the Zerglings. Pulling some Changelings now. 3 in fact. So these Colossi are going to deal very, very well. And the Corruptors are going to deal with the Colossi. But the Phoenix are going to, at the very, very, very least, tank a lot of damage for the Corruptors, or for the Colossi, from the Corruptors and Hydralisks. Spire has popped. Roach Warren too. But it's interesting because we're seeing the Zerg now going up to 4 bases, including, I want the gold. I want to know where the gold at. Don't want to lose any of these Phoenix. They're going to be very, very valuable when the big ball army comes. He needs those Colossi. He needs them in numbers, and I don't think he has the economy to support them. He has spent so much on air. He is mining out his main pretty quick smart. Look at that. Still got plenty of the natural, but his opponent has got 3 bases and a gold. And he's probably going to be able to out-macro the Protoss here, because he is on a serious beeline for economic domination. Hasn't saturated the gold just yet, but it's going to take a lot of Colossi, and I don't think he has time to get a lot of Colossi. These Hydralisks, if they attacked soonish, with the backup of the Corruptors, because Corruptors just dominate Phoenix. The only role the Phoenix is going to play, oh wow, the role the Phoenix is going to play is like to be 1,000,000 of them. There are 14 Phoenixes, and they do have +1 attack. So they're going to do better than you might think against Corruptors, just by sheer numbers. But, as it is, the Corruptors, they've got to kill the Colossi. The Phoenix will help in 2 ways. One is that they will distract the Corruptors. 2 is that if the Corruptors focus down the Colossi, then the Phoenix can be pretty valuable. And in these numbers, Phoenix are going to be pretty strong, but there's only 1 Colossus. He does have range, I believe. No, not yet. Wait, he doesn't? He does. He does have range. Sorry, that doesn't appear in... I thought it would appear down here somewhere. He does have +1 attack. There is an observer out there. And this is going to be an interesting battle. A lot of Zealots versus a lot of Hydralisks. Some Roaches too. 2 Colossi and a shitload of Phoenixes. Where is the ball of Corruptors? Oh, if those Phoenixes went over here, that would be a bloodbath. A lot of Corruptors too, though. The Colossi are down. And this is scary for the Protoss now. Hydralisk doing massive damage, but there are a lot of Phoenixes still. Phoenixes retreat. Zerg attacks. There's still a lot of Corruptors if the Phoenixes want to do anything. Cannons cancel. This is now super interesting because the Phoenixes do outspeed. They outpace those Corruptors. And now he is switching to Stalker Heavy. But he has got nothing really to deal with these Hydralisks except the fact that he has got so many Phoenixes, 9 still. And 1 precious Colossus. But he's going to need perfect micro, and he doesn't have it. These things are going down so fast. And this is not good. Oops. This is not good. GG. Corruption even being used on the Colossus. Down it goes. And wow, what an interesting game. That is the power of 4 bases versus 2. But it came down, I think, to this attack that took place earlier, where we saw the Zealots and Phoenixes go in and really do serious damage, but he just managed to hold with the help of some really late popping spine crawlers, and some drones came into the mix, and it was a really tight hold, but he managed to hold onto that 3rd base, and from there his economy skyrocketed, and he was able to just dominate his opponent, getting enough Corruptors to take out the Colossus and deal with the Phoenixes. And then the Hydralisks, they're the damage dealers, you know, they do so much DPS. And that was it. It was all she wrote, and it is 2-2, and it is time for the final match. 1 match to rule them all. You only get 1 shot.